Thousands of hunters head into the woods this week to their deer stand in hopes of tagging a big buck. Some do it for sport and others do it for food, but they all seem to have one thing in common: tradition.
It's a tradition.
Deer hunting's always been a family tradition.
Hunting is just a great tradition.
Deer hunting is a part of life across Wisconsin. It stocks the freezer with meat and brings families together.
Well, being up north, we hunt mainly just for like food purposes. It stocks our freezer. That's how we get through the winter, because it's too expensive to buy stuff at the store.
It also is a way to control the deer population.
You can tell when there's been a bad hunting season when you start driving around afterwards, and you see more deer traffic. Just walking through the woods, you see more damage to the natural browse. You can see where there's too heavy a population.
The Department of Natural Resources is monitoring chronic wasting disease in the deer population. It's an always fatal neurological disease that's contracted through deer-to-deer contact. It hasn't been found to affect humans, but the Center for Disease Control and Preventions warns not to knowingly eat infected meat.
It is in a class of diseases similar to mad cow disease, which has crossed over to humans in the past. So again, that's kind of the cautionary tale is to not knowingly consume it.
Numbers were down statewide this year for the 9-day gun deer season. 25% fewer deer were harvested this year than in 2018. Over 75,000 bucks were harvested, and over 85,000 antlerless deer were harvested. Antlerless deer include does, young deer, and deer with antlers less than 3 inches in length.
One of the main factors is this year was the latest kind of gun deer season opener we could have. Every time that's happened in the past, we see that kind of a drop. This opener was also, we didn't have very much snow. There was a really good acorn crop up here, so deer weren't pressured to move around a lot. So as hunter pressure increased, deer were able to sit tight.
On the 5th day of deer hunt, central and northern Wisconsin saw around 20 inches of snow. A lot of hunters got lucky this year in tagging a deer.
I shot a 7-pointer this season.
Others are still waiting for their big day.
I have not shot a deer yet. So yeah, I have not shot a deer yet. I don't have the greatest aim, but I still hunt.
But for now, they'll have to put the guns back in the safe until next rifle season. For Media Milwaukee, I'm Jodie Filenius.